Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Chat About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. An unusual thing happened last Friday, and this means I'm covering Doctor Who today. And I don't always cover Doctor Who on a Monday, but it is TV Movie Monday, and because of that thing that happened last Friday, I'm going to cover it today. It would appear that the current Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa, may, and this is just may, have said something that he shouldn't have about the potential third series of Doctor Who that actually hasn't been officially given the green light as of yet. Now, Ncuti appeared on a pre-record of the Graham Norton show. His whole purpose of being there was to actually promote the importance of being earnest, not Doctor Who. Now, of course, because he is the current Doctor, there was talk about Doctor Who. Of course there will be. I will show you what aired versus what was supposedly said and the possible theories as to why it was said and what may be going on here. And stick around for that because I think it is actually important to know how pre-recorded shows like the Graham Norton show actually work. So the BBC have a system which is called Shows, Tours and Take Part, where the members of the public can actually submit themselves to be in a lottery to watch certain TV shows that require audiences. Now, tickets are generally allocated at random and limited to around about 2 or so people per application. You can apply for as many shows and as many things as you like. The tickets are free, and you actually get to see the ins and outs of the show, including things that were cut and all sorts of things that you as the audience member will actually be privy to that a lot of people won't actually see in the final version. And the shows probably see around 100 plus people. Probably for Graham Norton it is likely to be more, so that they can actually get the correct ambience for the show. Now, these shows do get stopped at places where there's a mistake, but they generally will flow through because they are, of course, on a tight schedule. Pre-recorded shows, I think they allocate sort of like about 2 hours maybe per show. And I did actually double check this with my dad. He went to a pre-recorded day for Pointless, and he actually spent the entire day there. And it was around 2 hours per show for the recording. So, according to the press release, this was what he said during the live recording. Now, I cannot confirm whether this was true or whether it's not. However, it was apparently said in front of a lot of people. So, this is what he supposedly said. Speaking on tonight's episode of the Graham Norton show, Gatwa was asked about Doctor Who, to which he said, "It is all going well. We did the second series this year. The Christmas special is coming up, and we are filming a third series next year." Now, this is what we got. As you can see, I have edited this because obviously I don't want to put my channel in jeopardy, but this is what he said in the recording.
Finished the second season earlier this year. We've got the Christmas episode coming out at Christmas. Stop it! Yeah, radical. But no, it's been amazing. And
so this is where I think the potential cuts are.
Christmas.
And they could have used the "and" from Graham as an overlay. And of course, these shows are chopped and changed. They're edited everywhere. So you don't truly know exactly what was said before something else was said. And the editors at the BBC are top-notch editors with things like this, so they know what they are doing. I will say I don't actually think Graham was being particularly leading in any way to get Ncuti to actually say something like that potentially. Graham is old hat at the BBC, so I don't think that he would do anything that reckless PR-wise either, especially when he knows that Ncuti is there specifically to talk about the importance of being earnest. There is a possibility that what was actually reported by the press may have been true. I say this because there seems to be a fair bit of coincidental going on here. Why publish a leak prior to the show being released? Was this to drum up hype because there's been no announcements and RTD wants to get it greenlit? We all know RTD loves a bit of drama. Is it possible he was told to say it without knowing there would be press outlets there, or with knowing there would be press outlets there? Is it possible that maybe somebody said, no, if you actually publish this without Ncuti saying it and actually make it a rumor and then drum up this interest, maybe we can get this show actually greenlit? You know, there's all sorts of things that are potentially going around. It is possible that Ncuti has said it, but then there may be a possibility that he didn't say it either. I also said that the other day he may very well have spoken out of turn. He obviously talks about the show to RTD, and he knows that RTD has been talking about the scripts, writing them, and speaking openly about the potential of Series 3 to the press. It could be one of those situations. I think it was a mistake if it did happen, though, because they would look really, really silly if they did change their mind or it wasn't actually true, especially when it was going against what RTD said in the first place. And this is what he said, remember? He wrote in the most recent issue of the Doctor Who magazine, the decision to commission season 3 won't be made until after season 2 has transmitted, and that's always been the deal since the start. Hey, we might even have a day off. There's also the possibility that on top of that, if Ncuti's 2-year contract was actually up, he may have just said what he wanted. So I guess overall, we could actually say we officially don't actually know what is going on. The press, whatever they run with, this leak has made it confusing as anything. And if Ncuti was saying stuff before he should have actually said it, then he shouldn't have done that, because you've potentially got like 100+ people plus crew and everything like that now know this vital piece of information. And then at the end of the day, it could just all be nothing, could just be a giant bluff. So who knows, I guess you could say. But let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.